So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out on the ground with Jefferson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And they'll run on first down with Jefferson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll go right back to Jefferson. Stiff-armed him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Jefferson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind from me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson taking it in from... Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Straight ahead with Jefferson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Jefferson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. Second. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're... Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. 4th down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. Cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
106 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll go again here with Jefferson. And he's got room. There's a nice move. All told, it's 30 and a 1st down.
Good. Explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So it looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Jefferson. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play fake, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Play action now. Cousins on the move to his left. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And they'll get this well past midfield. Stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to run with Jefferson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try again, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson taking it in from 2 yards out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Cousins. This ball complete to Thielen, going across the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a give running left with Jefferson. They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 182 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Touchdown, Vikings! Johnny Munn, 30 yards. And the both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. First down, here's the run with Cook. Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Viking. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll give this to Jefferson running right. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins rolling to his left. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left, Jefferson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he sheds himself free. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot because they were the superior team.
And that final kick.